Hey guys! Welcome back. Another week, another vlog. My name is Braden. Happy to be here, sort of. Well, it is my vlog. So, did I already say Potato Land, or so proudly named? How do I entertain and get off the, I suppose I didn't really accomplish anything this week. At the same time, nothing I would have liked to have done, but I also have a minor excuse of having to work hard to sort of catch up on things. So, took a bit of a weekend, and did want to mention that I believe I got the lighting correct, finally, and I'm excited about not talking about the set ever again, hopefully. All right. That feels good. Did I accomplish anything this week short of what I wish I would have accomplished? I got my healthcare documents in the mail today. That's fun. So now I have a couple cards in my wallet you could look at if you find my dead body, or almost dead, and I get dragged to the hospital. Then, people know what's up. So that was fun. I mean, taking your health kind of seriously. I'm 36. And I wanted to, lay it out for you. Quite the easy process overall. Healthcare.gov in America, that is. But I'm not sure how great the service is or can be or whatever. But, if it's good, I'll find out, and maybe I'll highly recommend. What else happened? I landed my first heel flip. I'm excited to bring that up. But I promise that I'm aware that not quite a lot of people are going to be interested in that. So I actually should rephrase that. I landed on soft, squishy ground my first heel flip in, I don't know, it could have been more than 100 attempts or something like that. Actually, overall, probably a lot more than that, but my legs are damn tired today, or sore, I should say. Working on my vocabulary. So that was fun. I didn't get any footage of it. Otherwise, maybe I would stick it up on my vlog. But who really cares? I like when I go out, I think it's kind of important to not bring the phone with you, leave the phone in the car. That sort of vibe. I'm not trying to lay that on anyone, as it's just sort of how it usually goes with me. Okay, moving on. What else was accomplished besides the obvious non-accomplishments that are aforementioned from last episode? Anyway. Maybe want to bring up something from last episode? Okay, what else happened? And then we can move on to our actual segment about what happened last episode. I'm trying to think. Did it do anything else? Did my breaks today? That doesn't count as anything. Anything in the news? Miss Griner is released from Russia. Seems like a whole little, cute little, I don't know how you say this. Seems like a cute game between our two countries, the US and Russia. I try to end the conversation before I start it, so that's the intent there, okay? I think that's about it. Played one-on-one with somebody. Whooped his ass. He's a decent shooter. But he's a lot shorter than me, so it doesn't count either. None of this stuff counts. vlog unnecessary. As far as streaming, I looked into it and I realized I'm not going to have the bidwidth, wideband, whatever the term is, I'm not going to have it. Okay, and as far as last episode, I believe I mentioned something about not wanting the ultimate sin for a vlog. I'm supposed to be talking to myself and trying to entertain anybody who tunes in. How do you say, chimes in? And I said I wouldn't talk about something. Or something I didn't want to talk about something, to be more clear. That would be the first and only time I'm going to do that. I'd like to make up something this week and tell you what I was going to want to talk about. Forgot to turn my fish bowl on, or aquarium behind me on. I usually like to leave it for show. But seeing as this giant head covers it the whole time, doesn't seem to matter anyway. Should I do it? Okay. All right. I do this for the people. Give it 10 minutes. There it is. Okay, and what else? I mean, we covered that, right? I'd like to make up some, tricky sort of socially fluid, get myself out of that scenario. But the reality is, and just bringing it up again is, devastating. I apologize. You can almost hear my voice start to choke up in that little sincere apology I think I just did there. It won't happen again. Sorry. Anybody ever apologized to a camera before? Okay. And let's see. Trying to come up with other things to talk about before we shut it down. Perhaps early again this week. I did want to come out with a bang. Let's see. And actually lay down some humor this week. So fun. Okay, all right. Well, it seems like we are just going to have to shut it down soon. Let's see if I can't think of something. Okay. Oh, does anything happen? You guys are starting to get the vibe if, we're caring here. But I'd like to, how about if somebody gives you an interview on mic or whatever, aren't we still, how many of us have left the days where we just want a yes or no on some of these questions? And I'm just working my hardest here to get out a freaking answer. What? Am I supposed to, everything's complicated. I'm trying to, if I'm talking to just myself, and I understand that the vlog is also a character in this sort of interaction here. But if I'm talking to myself and mostly nobody's looking, I don't know. How about that? I don't check anymore. Oh, who watched your last freaking vlog? I don't see. Not until I'm editing the next one. But I will answer your question. If I see something, I will answer your questions. How about that? So I don't see anything, but if I get maybe emails might come in. I don't know. I will respond appropriately. Period. So yeah, and maybe not last week, but this week you have now hopefully seen me edit in the title of the vlog, as I promised last week. And What else is going on? I try and stay away from a specific kind of news. We already covered all of it. And I have a song recommendation. Not going there. Not going there. It is the worst when you have nothing to talk about. What I like to do is I like to admit that I do sort of maybe mull over before I start this thing about what I'm going to talk about, but I'm not writing anything down, and the whole experiment there is that I do this in front of myself / you guys, again, if anybody's watching, which I believe I had 19 views last week, so 19 people ran past this channel. Then the experiment being that, I just turn the camera on and I try, like I said last week, to, what else can you do? I don't believe there's many people out in the world that are willing to face the camera by just turning it on and you have 15 minutes to go. And I said it. That's some of the little bit, maybe part or maybe majority of the secret sauce of the program we're doing here. But if it need to be said, I remember saying back in the day when I did my first batch of vlog postings that if I got too boring, I would give you a tour of my room, which I'm not willing to do or ready to do, or I'm not excited about it anyway. I almost picked I went for touching my face there, almost shoved my finger in my nose. There's nothing that's going to be embarrassing about my room. Messy bed, but that's 364 days a year or something. I can make a leap year joke, I know. All right. Okay, a lot of looking around, a lot of thinking. Nothing of substance to detail this week. So maybe I'll work on some gimmicks. Maybe I'll throw in I don't know, catchy title and edit the video very well or something. I am the worst. I don't know, guys. I do want to try and help. So I tried to sign up for I'll leave you alone. Okay. This would be for 36-year-olds and maybe 35-year-olds and nobody else. So we'll just leave it at that. I'm trying to think, is there anything you could say that's dicey? I covered enough. Well, right. How about we end this one with a thanks for checking it out. And boy, oh boy, if I could just have people, give me the liberty to call in or write your little comments. Oh, I saw I gotten myself on a live stream this is within the last few days, and it was interesting. Some people went out to a public place and I walked myself into a situation where it was less awkward to be on the camera at some point then, and 28 people watching two dudes. I guess they had two more dudes show up, just sit around at a bar. They were looking at their phone a lot. I didn't see a lot of talking. So for all the silent moments that I gave you on this one, which is probably a world record, at least in the last batch of vlogs, shouldn't feel so bad, but will hopefully never do that again. These folks, these streaming folks, they I don't think they mind a bunch of that. So, I mean, you know, we do the best we can. And I tried to show everybody a good time. I'm just trying to think. If you're on that stuff, you end up on that stuff. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. Not anything more to add, and time to. Well, right. It's been fun while it lasted. Maybe more next week. Sabotaging is always fun. Sabotaging is always fun. I'm not going to deny it. But I think we did that last week. So hopefully more extra sauce on the show next week. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for tuning in, hanging in there with me. If I do terrible, I love you. If I do great, it's fuck off. Ciao.